Hi Paul, we're down here at the Triathlon Show London. Swim Smooth, it's grown and grown, you're worldwide now. I don't know if you could just kind of tell us where you are these days?
That's right, yeah. We have 30 worldwide coaches now, and we just trained up the last 12 over in Australia the last 2 weeks. These coaches came over primarily from the USA and Canada, and they're expecting this really hot weather over there, and we actually had 16, 17 degrees Celsius and loads of rain. That might not sound too cold to you, but over in Perth at this time of year in the summer it's pretty cold. So yeah, it's really grown over the last few years. Swim Smooth is now 12 years old. It's great to be here at the Triathlon Show London. We've got the large pool over here where we've been doing exercises and taking people through drill demonstrations, etc., which has been a really fun thing to do. We're also partnered up with Finis, who make some great products for helping you improve your technique and your training and those sort of things. And Ross Davenport, Commonwealth Games gold medalist, is here. He's been doing a few demonstrations. He currently holds the record in the pool at 5.20 seconds. So if you're watching this and you fancy challenging Commonwealth Games gold medalist Ross Davenport, come on down to the Triathlon Show and ramp it up with Ross.
I'm surprised you're not in there trying to give him a run.
Oh, I've been in there testing some of our hoop wetsuits. We've got some new hoop wetsuits on the range at the moment. The Albacore project, which is the new one that we're just releasing, is a great suit. Very, very flexible in the shoulders and stuff, and a great piece of kit. So yeah, I've been in there. It's about 17 degrees in the water, so it is a bit chilly. Everyone definitely needs a wetsuit in there, but it's a great show, and we're really pleased to be here.
I mean, obviously you've been doing this for 12 years,
yes.
And you know we're seeing the growth of triathlon. You must see that people are taking all sports more seriously. You know,
absolutely.
Yeah. It's not a case of just learning good swimming technique. It's really trying to up their game.
With the use of one of the things that we're showcasing ourselves here is our Swim Smooth Guru, which is an online training coaching system. Works like an app, looks like an app, and actually features over 400 training sessions that swimmers can download, take time to the pool and work their way through. And the growth of that over the last couple of years has been absolutely phenomenal, and it really shows us that people are getting a lot more serious about the type of training they're doing, rather than maybe just reading something from a magazine and just copying a few things. They want structure, and they also want to be able to feed back to us as well. So a great little product which we're showcasing as well is what we call the Marlin company that we've been working with over in Hong Kong for the last couple of years, and this thing really closes up the feedback loop. You can download a training session from our Guru onto this little device. The device talks to you in my voice, believe it or not, which is a bit scary. It takes you through the training session, tells you what you need to do, what paces you need to hold, and then as you're swimming, it actually records the training session, records that data. When you get home, you just upload it back to the Guru, and then it gives you a nice stats of all your data as you're going along. So it just really helps to close that feedback loop. It's a little bit like having a coach, us, Swim Smooth, in your ear whilst you're training. So
it sounds like it's growing and growing.
It is, yeah. And you know, personally, I'm a bit of a tech geek, so I like to see that technology in the sport helping the way we improve. We've got our coaches over here doing some video analysis and stroke correction, and the technology for video analysis over the years has both got cheaper and significantly better. So it makes access to that sort of thing for the coach, you know, much more feasible than it used to be about 12 years ago when I first started this whole thing.
And in the 12 years, getting a bit technical, have you seen people developing different issues, or or is it?
No, we're able to sort of solidify the idea of, you know, the more you coach somebody and the more people you coach, you start to see common trends in the way people swim. So when I launched Swim Smooth in 2004, we released it with a platform with the idea that, you know, everyone's an individual, they have individual traits that they need to work through. But it wasn't until 2010 that we released our swim type system, where we've been able to recognise 6 different types of swimmer based essentially what's holding them back. So working with that, we now start to see these commonalities coming forwards, and it allows us to streamline the process of correcting somebody by recognising these traits much more quickly and recognising what process they need to do to go through to actually try to tune up their swimming. So that's improved a lot. You know, even in the pool here where we get the video analysis underneath the water, we can try and get a little bit over the top, but at the end of the day it's still a fairly small pool, and you know, we're a little bit restricted in terms of time. Just sort of being able to sort of quickly view and sort of see a couple of things that people are you know, doing, and then being able to give them some really solid advice is something which has definitely improved over the years and just becoming a lot more clear and solidified in the message, really. Yeah.
And then back to you personally, you got any races?
Yeah, well, last year I did the Itilo, I think I pronounced that correctly, in the Scilly Isle. So that for me has been a massive change of direction, because you know, triathlon is my background, but in 2008 I started getting into marathon swimming. So I shelved the biking, shelved the running, put on a stack of weights to be able to swim the English Channel, swim around Manhattan Island, which was 28.5 miles, and I won that event, which was great in 2013. I was only 14 degrees in the water, non-wetsuit, for 7 hours of swimming and 28 miles. It was a horrendous effort sort of thing, but so anyway, in the last year I've sort of changed my direction back towards triathlon, or back into the biking and the running, and really enjoying it again. I feel like I've refound that love for triathlon, which is great. And doing the Attila race last June in the Scilly Isles was a great challenge. I love the fact that you're actually partnered up with a friend, and you share that experience over the course of the race, and it's a truly unique experience compared to anything else that I've ever done before. I wasn't particularly fit when we did it. We had 120 teams starting, and the guy that I did it with was fairly experienced, but maybe not quite as strong on the swim, but we pushed each other on the run. And we ended up coming 12th out of the 120, and on very little preparation, so it's a really good thing. We got invited to go to the World Championships, which is in Sweden. We couldn't make it work for our different schedules and stuff, but next year I'd like to try to get there. And we've got our very first swim run event happening in Perth in a month's time. So that's my next race. It's a 42-kilometre race. It's only about 4 or 5 k's of open water swimming. The rest of it's trail running on a hot desert island called What Nest, which is a nickname for rat's nest. So we have these little animals there called quokkas, which looks almost like a cross between a rat and a miniature kangaroo. They go hopping around. It's the only place in the world that these animals live. And when the early settlers arrived there 250 years ago, what have you, they thought these things were like just giant rats, so they called the island Rat's Nest, which has now become Rot Nest, and that's where the first swim run event is going to take place in Western Australia.
Sounds fascinating.
Yeah,
Sounds really good.
Yeah.
We wish you all the best for that, and it's good to see you.
Thanks very much.